Wosh, Wonga, Wad, Cash, Dollar, Green, Dough, Smackaroonies, Cheddar, Clams, Cabbage. Cabbage? What's up guys, Damian Keyes here, and today we are investing real money. Well, not real money, fake money, but pretend money is still fun to invest. Now, there is a disclaimer to this video, which is, Damian, $1,000. How many artists have got $1,000 to push into their music? I know, right? But at the same point, every single day I am getting messages from people who have spent large amount of green on their releases because some random music industry specialist DM'd them in Instagram and said, well, I tell you what, your music is perfect for Sirius XM and I just so happen to find you, and so why don't you hook me up with a couple of big G's and I will make it happen. And at that point, 6 months later, I'm getting the call going, oh, I've broken my Spotify and nothing's happened properly. So today we are going to spend an imaginary, but maybe not so imaginary, $1,000 on your music release. Let's do this. So when is the right time to invest $1,000 into your music release? Well, firstly, when you can afford to lose $1,000, not because you will lose $1,000, but because there's no guarantees. So if you are taking this money that is needed for your child's reading glasses or your mum's hip operation, then quite simply, don't do that. That is a ridiculous thing to do. However, if you are starting to see those green shoots coming through, and you can see that this is something that you can expand, so at some point you can monetize and you can get that return of investment, then at that point, why not? This is for when there is proof, when you can see something is working so that you can expand it. But let me just say, money is very, very helpful when it comes to a music release, but it is not the golden ticket. Let me just say that one more time. Money is not the golden ticket. It's not the answer. It's very helpful, but if you haven't got all of your ducks in order when it comes to the release, the strategy, the music, and everything else, then all the money is going to do is it's going to get in front of people who don't care. Right, so with that disclaimer out of the way, who is up for spending an imaginary $1,000? I am. So with all of this money, where are we going to start? We're going to start with music videos. I know what you're saying. You're saying, is that your idea? Music videos? No, not a music video. 10 music videos. Now hear me out on this. Back in the day, way back when, which I think was probably a Wednesday, there was a time when the music video was attached to a song, and that connection, the music being attached to the video, went in a lot of different places. It went on MTV, MTV2, Scuzz, Kerrang, Country Music TV, whatever channels it was there. It was also shown on loads of TV programs like Smash Hits or Top of the Pops or The Chart Show, and this music video became synonymous with the song. However, spinning on through the years, we have a slight problem, which is music isn't the be-all and end-all outside of riding your bike anymore. Now we've got everything else. We have got computer games, we've got social media, we've got Netflix, we've got Tinder, we've got everything that's humanly possible to distract you, and therefore people are now in a place where they say, great, I've seen it, what's next? People don't watch videos or movies the same way as they did 20 years ago. Oh, I've seen that movie 1,000 times. No, that doesn't happen anymore. I've seen that movie once. Bang, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? So, when you look at a lot of the bigger artists and the best managers in the world, they've realized that music videos are now key to several different facets. Number one, making some return of investment, but number two, getting the song into people's heads. Now listen to this. You make a song, right? That is the most important thing. The song is everything. You attach it to the video, you put the video on release day, and at the end of the day, you say, brilliant. The next day, you feel like you're spamming people. You just say, what should I do now? Can you listen to it again? No, what we do is we produce another piece of content with the same song attached. So now we have a second video. Now that second video might not be an official video, it might be an unofficial video, it might be a lyric video, it might be a interview video, it might be behind the scenes video. It can be anything that you want that's attached to that song. So therefore, by day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, should you have 3, 4, 5 different videos, all of a sudden People are going, I've heard that, but I haven't seen that video. I'll check it out again. Now, what happens when you listen to a song? You go, yeah, it's all right. What happens when you listen to it a third, a fourth, a fifth time? At which point you start bringing it into people's life playlist. Oh, that song again, wicked, I love that song. Which means when they get in their car, their phone hooks up, what are they going to listen to? You. When they go to the gym, they plug their headphones in, what are they going to listen to? You. Because it's gone in enough times that they're like, this is great. It's coming into my life playlist. To me, this is about squeezing the lemon. If I'm going to make a music video for my art, then I'm going to make 3 at the same time. And I'm going to make some videos at the same time. I'm going to say, whilst I make the video, can someone else film so I've got some behind the scenes of that? And then halfway through when we take a break, I'm going to say, do me a favor, just stick the video on my face. And then I'm going to say, hey guys, I'm just on the set of my new video. Can't wait for this to come up. Swipe out and pre-save it now. And I'm going to go do it one more time. Hey guys, I'm on the set of my new song. It's out today. Swipe up and listen now. I've got 2 adverts and a video. Then after that, it's going to be another break later. I'm going to say, do me a favor, ask me these questions to camera, and then I've got an interview which the music goes on with. You can see how this isn't costing you lots and lots more money, maybe some extra edits if you can't do it yourself, but what we're getting is content, which allows you to stop spamming and start pushing that music over a week instead of 24 hours. Now, how much will I put into those videos? I'd probably put in at least 50%, 500 bucks. 500 bucks with social media as it is at the moment, not pushing out to organic reach, I know. But what we're doing is we're giving people a reason. We're saying my job isn't to get 1 million people across to Spotify. My job is to trigger the algorithm. And if I can do that, and then all of a sudden the algorithm will push it into playlists because of the good data. That's our job, and getting people to listen to the song multiple times so that they like it enough to keep coming back and starting to recommend it, that's the job of a video. Second, distribution. And yes, I am going to talk about ads. And why? Because the organic reach is not our friend. We know this, we keep battering on about it, but it's not our friend. It doesn't push us out to all of our fans and all of our audience. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to cry? No. What we're going to do is we're going to put some money into making sure everyone knows that our song is out multiple times. But this is what we're going to do. We're not going to put that over a month. What we're going to do is we're going to condense that down into a couple of days. This is about a small punch into Spotify's algorithm to make sure there's a lot of data coming through. Because getting 10,000 plays on a single over a month, great, well done you. Getting 10,000 plays on that single within the first 4 hours, now that's impressive. It could be all the same people, but we're condensing it. So what our job is to make sure that we're feeding good data to Spotify, and how we do that is making sure that all of our audience know about this single release. How do we do that? Adverts. Because this is about waking up Spotify's algorithm. This is like a defibrillator. You've just had a cardiac arrest with your music, and we're going to bring it back to life. And if I can wake Spotify up to say what just happened then, because a load of good quality data went across to listen to that track, it will pay attention and start to look for places for that song. So the question then is, what is quality data? Well, think of it like this. Imagine if Spotify gave you a score for your music, and the way it judged that is for anyone who comes in and listens to 5 seconds and leaves, you get a low score. But if someone comes in and listens to the entire song and potentially comes back multiple times or adds it to a playlist, it gives you a high score. That's exactly what happens. That's real life.
Is this real life?
That is what Spotify is doing. It's ranking your song. It's going, ooh, that wasn't very good. 10 people came across and they only listened to 5 seconds of it. Or, wow, people are coming across and they're putting it into their playlist and they're listening to it multiple times. So it's ranking your song. And at that point it says, wow, this is going well. I need to find a home for this because other people are gonna like it, because I can recognize the patterns of people that are coming in and they like this song. Leave it with me. And off it goes to put it into the effectively Spotify Explore page, which is playlists. So how much am I putting into ads? I'm obviously going to put in $500. No, I'm not. I'm going to put in probably about $300. I'm going to put in $100 a day and really try and smash that algorithm. So Why would I not put $500 into a traffic ad which gets me across to Spotify so that people are actually listening to the music? Well, quite simply because there's more fun things to do, because this is about music release, and music is about experiences and fun and doing cool things. And ads are great, but if you're the type of person that makes a song, puts an ad out and sits in your bedroom, you're missing out. So with my last couple $100, what am I going to do? I'm going to take some gambles in the form of playlists. How do you mean playlists? You're not going to buy onto playlists? Well, maybe. Hear me out on this. So when it comes to playlists, artists on the whole don't do their due diligence. What they do is they go, what, $20 to get me on that massive playlist to get loads and loads of spins on my track? Well, that's going to be amazing. The problem is, if you pay $20 or $30 or $50 to get hundreds of thousands of spins, it's probably fake. It's probably bots. It's probably bad data, and we are breaking our Spotify. We're breaking the fans also like, and it's very difficult to get that back. So you've got to be really, really careful when you're buying onto a playlist, but that doesn't mean every single playlist that you buy onto is bad. It means you are responsible, so you have to do your due diligence. So what's your options? Well, there are a couple. Firstly, you can use Submit Hub and Playlist Push. Now, they do get a bit of a bad rap, but on the whole, I have loads and loads of musicians that I look after and I work with that have had some really great results from both Submit Hub and Playlist. And yes, you do have to have thick skin, and yes, some of the curators are absolute bellends, but if you can get past that, maybe you can get some decent results. Then you can go and find curators, you can start a conversation and say, hey, I love your playlist, I would love to get my music into your playlist, would you have a listen? Just like old school radio. The problem with that is nowadays curators are not stupid. Most of them are pretty smart, and they realize they're sat on a minor gold mine if they have built up a decent following on their playlist. So therefore they're saying, well, I know I've got leverage. I know if you want to get on my playlist, it's going to cost you money. The same way as if you say, hey, you've got 100,000 Instagram followers, can I be on your Instagram? They're going to say, yeah, it's going to cost you money, but you absolutely can. Is it real? Yes, it is. Is it going to cost you? Absolutely. And then there's the big one. You can just buy onto playlists, but obviously this is where you have to be really careful, because you have to do your due diligence. Those two words are absolutely key. Due diligence. It's up to you. It's your responsibility to go and figure out, is this playlist real? Are the followers real? Are the people who listens real? And if you can go and find out the data, which you can, then there's no reason why you can't say this is going to work. Now, yes, it's against Spotify's terms of service, but find me a record label, find me a management company, and find me an artist who isn't prepared to say, well, I'm going to get some extra spins out of this, I'm going to get some extra people out of this, I'll whack an extra 20 or 30 into it. It's just happening all of the time. So you need to understand. The same thing, NFTs. Everyone's jumping on the bandwagon of NFTs. Buy an NFT, buy an NFT. If you just go and randomly buy an NFT, do you think that it is going to be worth money in the next 6 months to a year? Probably not. 99% of them are absolute garbage. But you need to know the 1% if that's something you're going to invest in. Same thing with playlists. There's so many out there. If you are going to go down that route and jump onto someone's playlist, it's on you. So where are you going to go to find out this data? Well, there are places online that give you all of the good data. For example, Chartmetric, which is fantastic. Even the free version is very, very good. Then you've got spotontracks.com, another fantastic resource online. Then isitagoodplaylist.com, another really, really good place that you go and find. I will put all of the links in the description below. You need to go and find the best places if this is the goal for you. And if you're saying, I want to buy onto playlists, fine. Well, let's go back to ads. Let's make sure that everyone is going across and buying into your track, getting them across, but it's got to be good data. And lastly, what wouldn't I do with my $1,000? Well, I wouldn't do things that are out of my control just yet. Weirdly enough, $1,000 is a lot of money, but when we're talking about music releases and all of the things that you can do, it's not a huge amount. If you want to go and take over country radio with a PR company in America, you could be paying $1 million. So $1,000 will get you some good damage if you prioritize the right things, and that's up to you. So I would focus on a couple of smaller things, making sure that they're very, very good. Videos, content, looking after that audience, bringing them value, making sure everyone sees it, and getting those ads out to get your song out. That to me is the crux. That's the bulk of how you can make the most damage with your next release. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I understand that there's a few things in this video which are more complicated than just saying go and invest in ads. I understand that, but that is what DK Music Business Academy is all about. There are so many courses. There's an 8.5-hour roadmap to help you build to that 1 million streams on Spotify. The information is there, and if you want it, then jump across the links in the description and come and join me. I do 2 live sessions every single week, and there's the Facebook community. I couldn't believe in it anymore to help you with your music. I am there to help. If you want that help, come and join me. Otherwise, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. It really means a difference. It makes sure musicians do get to go and see this. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.